was a cold, rainy night in Hicksville, and Robert was all alone at home. Recently divorced, it's been 7 months since his wife left him. He loved her so much. She was his whole world. Maybe too much. He was possessive, jealous, and crazy in love with her, and she knew it. That's why she left him for another man. Since then, Robert's been living by himself. Lonely, bitter. Sitting around most nights, drinking and staring at the walls. The rain tapping on the window was the only sound that kept him company. He couldn't stop thinking about her. The way she used to smile at him. The way she used to say his name. The way she walked out that door without even looking back. How could she just forget me like that? How could she move on so easily? And then suddenly, the doorbell rang. It was almost midnight. The rain was pouring harder now, wind rattling the windows. Robert wasn't expecting anyone. When the doorbell rang again, he hesitated, then grabbed his rifle and slowly opened the door. Who is it at this hour? Standing there was a young woman, completely soaked from the rain. Her hair was dripping, sticking to her face, and her clothes clung tightly to her body. Her eyes were wide, shivering lips trembling. "Hi, I'm sorry to bother you this late. My car broke down a few miles back. I was driving through town for work, got lost, and then saw your lights." "Where's your car?" "I left it by the road. It wouldn't start. I didn't know what else to do, so I walked here." He looked her up and down. The rain had left her shivering, her white blouse, jeans soaked to the knees. Her eyes were tired, bright and beautiful. She looked frightened and nervous. "Come in then." "Thank you so much." She nodded and stepped inside. He handed her a towel and poured her a cup of hot coffee. "You're so kind. May I make a call?" "Tough luck. I'm stuck here myself. The storm is messing with the network out here. The connection is out." "I'm so sorry for causing you this trouble. I promise I'll leave first thing in the morning." Outside, thunder cracked and the rain poured heavier. "No way you're going anywhere anytime soon. Roads are too dangerous." "You sure it's not too much trouble for you?" "Not at all. Been a while since I had company." Jessica looked around the room. "It's Jessica, by the way. You live here alone?" "Yeah, just me. Robert." "I know what that's like, being alone. What kind of business brings you out here this late?" "Oh, I work in collections. You know, debts, payments, that sort of thing." "Collections? Like for a company?" "Something like that. Private clients mostly. I track people down, make sure they pay what they owe." "That sounds like a hustle." "Only if they don't cooperate." "You must be good at it." "I always get what I'm looking for." Well, for a woman as beautiful as you must make it so easy to fall in love. You think so? What about you, Bob? What do you do out here, all alone? Used to work, construction. Been taking time off since my wife left. She left you? For another man. Sounds like she didn't deserve you. Cheating's the lowest thing a person can do. They talked for a while, hoping the rain would stop. The sound of thunder rolled through the house, and the air started to get cold. Robert got up and turned on the fireplace. You hungry? Can't promise much, though. The menu hasn't been great lately. Jessica laughed. That's no problem. I'm already utterly grateful for what you've done. They sat down to a simple dinner, some leftover stew and bread. It wasn't much, but to Robert, it felt like a feast. He hadn't shared a meal with anyone in months. He couldn't stop staring at her. The way she smiled. The way she smiled, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear. Every little thing she did seemed to pull him in deeper. Jessica talked about herself. She was single, not from town, always traveling for work. Robert listened, but his eyes kept wandering. After dinner, he excused himself to the bedroom. He rummaged through the drawers until he found something. A light blue dress, his ex-wife's favorite color. For a moment, he just stared at it, his mind going somewhere dark, somewhere he didn't want to go. He walked back out and handed it to Jessica. Here, you can change into this. It's dry. She looked at it, then at him. This was your wife's, wasn't it? Robert hesitated. Yeah, it was. Jessica was silent for a second, then smirked. Well, she had good taste. She disappeared into the bathroom, and when she came out wearing it, Robert couldn't look away. She looked like her. She even moves like her. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Maybe she came back to me. Robert was fighting demons in his mind as he realized just how badly he wanted her to stay. But he said, "You can take the bedroom. I'll sleep out here on the sofa." That's very nice of you, Bob. Thank you, really. Don't mention it. Sleep well. Jessica nodded, disappearing down the hallway. The sound of the bedroom door closing echoed through the quiet house. Robert sat on the sofa, staring at the fire, trying not to think about her scent, her voice, that dress. He paced back and forth, sweating, restless. Finally, he grabbed the remote and turned on the TV. A breaking news alert flashed across the screen. Authorities are searching for an escaped prisoner from a nearby state correctional facility. The fugitive is considered extremely dangerous and may be hiding in or around local homes. Jessica lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. Something didn't feel right. The house was too quiet, the air too still. Then she noticed it. A strange smell. Rotten. Metallic. She sniffed the pillow, then the sheets. Ugh, gross. What does this guy even wash his stuff with? Dead rats? Rolling her eyes, she lay there. Flirting with me like that. What does he think I am? Some lonely fool? I just need a place to sleep, that's it. But the smell got stronger. She sat up and sniffed around, near the dresser, the closet, even his old clothes hanging there. It smells like something died in here. Wouldn't be surprised if it's his dating life. No wonder his wife left him. Then, curious and uneasy, she got down to her knees and looked under the bed. What the hell? 2 dead bodies, a man and a woman, blood everywhere. Robert was no ordinary, hopeless romantic. He wasn't the kind of man a woman dreams of. He was the kind of man who loved too hard, too deep, and too dangerously. His love wasn't sweet, it was ownership. He wanted every thought, every breath, every moment of the woman he was with. When he first met, his charm covered the cracks. His girlfriend ignored the signs back then. The way he checked her phone, asked her who she was texting, got mad if she didn't answer quick enough. She thought it was love. But after they got married, the mask started slipping. One night, she came home late from work. Robert was waiting by the door. Where were you? I told you, I had a late meeting. Meeting with who? The guy you always talk to? Bob, it's my boss. Don't lie to me. You think I don't see the way he looks at you? Bob, stop, you're scaring me. Good, maybe you'll remember you're my wife. After that, she grew distant. She stopped laughing, stopped smiling, and eventually, she found comfort in someone else. A man from work who listened instead of accused. She hid the farewell. At least she thought she did. But Robert had always been watching. He knew her routines, her secrets, everything. When she told him she wanted a divorce, he lost it. You're leaving me? After everything I've done for you? You didn't love me, Robert. You owned me, and I can't live like that anymore. He shouted, cursed, called her every name he could think of. But she just walked away. But Robert wasn't the kind of man to let go. If he couldn't have her, no one could. A week after she moved in with the other man, neighbors heard screams. When the police arrived, they found his wife and her lover dead. Robert was caught, convicted, and sent to prison. But prison couldn't hold him. He played the system, charmed the weak ones, found found his chance and escaped. A few days later, he broke into a house at the edge of the town. When the owners came home, he killed them both and took over the place. The house Jessica walked into this rainy night, it wasn't Robert's home. It was his hiding place. Jessica's heart pounded. She could barely breathe. Who the hell is this guy? Is he gonna kill me too? Why was he looking at me like that? Is he some kind of serial killer? Did he trap me here on purpose? Her hands were shaking. That smell, those bodies. What did I walk into? She forced herself to calm down. If I act normal, maybe he won't notice. Just play along, Jessica. Smile, talk, wait for your chance to get out of here. A sudden knock on the door made her flinch. She opened it slowly. Robert stood there, watching her closely. You all right in there? You look a little pale. Jessica forced a smile. I'm fine. Just tired, that's all. You sure? Yes, sweetheart. You can't come in here. I'm getting ready for bed. Robert smiled back, but his eyes said something else, cold and knowing. That's when he saw it, the faint blood stain on the hem of her borrowed dress. His smile twitched. You found them, didn't you? Jessica froze. Found what? He chuckled lowly. You know what? Let me go. But his grip tightened. No. You don't understand. My wife didn't listen either. She thought she could leave me, but I made sure she never left again. Jessica's eyes widened in horror. But you? Maybe you'll be different. Maybe you'll be different. Maybe this time you'll listen. Maybe this time we can finally be happy. You'll wear her dress, sleep in her bed, and love me like she was supposed to. Jessica trembled as he got closer. I can make it work this time. I'll teach you how. Ma'am, sorry to bother you. We're looking for an escaped prisoner. Seen anyone suspicious? We found a car nearby. No, officer. Nothing strange here. My husband and I were just about to go to bed.
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.